Hello, beautiful one. Welcome. Before we get into this week's video, I wanted to thank this week's video sponsor, which is none other than my online shop. If you love my Backwards Beauty series, you'll be excited to know that my prints are now available in my brand new online shop. I worked really hard to photograph and color correct each piece so the prints are just as vibrant as the originals. These prints are museum quality and made of thick matte paper. They are made especially for you as soon as you place your order, which is why it takes a bit longer to deliver to you. Making products on demand instead of in bulk helps reduce overproduction, and you can feel good about your thoughtful purchase. And for those of you wondering about my original paintings, yes, they are coming soon. I'm still working out the shipping logistics, but if you sign up for my email list, you will be the first to know when they launch. Plus, as a thank you for subscribing, I will send you my free studio supply list for 2025. This list will have my favorite paints, brushes, studio lights, printer, cameras, and so much more. Now let's get back to this week's video. I wanted to give you a little bit of insight on the breakthrough I had this week. And it all started with bringing in new inspiration into the studio. As you saw in the beginning of the video, John Singer Sargent is somebody who does portraiture and is revered for his soft edges, yet the unbelievable amount of texture and realism he can get from just one stroke. And he perfected this over time. This was not something that just fell off his brush. He really worked at it tirelessly. And I think he's inspiration for many artists. So I wanted to refresh the studio and bring in a little bit of his vibe, of his inspiration into the studio, because I am trying to look for, excuse me, more soft edges and less brush strokes to say more, all that good stuff. And by doing this, by refreshing the studio, by looking at his paintings, by studying him and what his paintings look like, really freed up my mind and gave it permission to do something different, to see the paint differently, to see my edges differently. And I really think I made a breakthrough with this one. Not that it's my favorite painting, and not that I think it's finished even. It has a little bit more work to do, and I find myself each week saying this. And I think one of my next coming up videos is just going to be finishing a lot of the different paintings that I have not finished. They're starting to pile up. So I really want to take time to do that. But this one really showed me that I can find those soft edges, and I can be a little more freeing and a little more precise without being so rigid. I feel like I was missing a little something with all my previous paintings, only because I judge it by this one now, and I know how much better they can be. If you're a painter, you may know what I'm talking about, but when you get a painting and there's something about it that just lights your heart up and makes it feel like everything is right with the world. You want to go back and redo every painting you've ever done, because you know that you've made that breakthrough and you're going to do better from now on. And you just want to go back and help out all the other paintings that you left behind. But I'm going to try not to do that, because I don't think that would serve anything. Well, I'll try. But anyways, I just wanted to share my breakthrough with you and encourage you to bring in some new inspiration. Research somebody that you've never heard of, or somebody that you love, and read something about them. Find out what their process entails, and something that you can bring into your own practice and get inspired and see things a little differently. So if you made it this far through the painting, through the process, and through this video, I want to thank you, because it's hard to hold anybody's attention these days. So if you're still here, I appreciate you, and I hope you'll come back for next week. But stay tuned until the end, because I do give you a reveal and show you what she looks like as of this week. See you next week.